start of another hectic Easter schedule brings the Tigers to town as Richard Agar's side look to bounce back from the punishment they received at London Broncos. Agar largely keeps faith with the side beaten by London, with just one change as Steve Southern comes in for Danny Kermond. So the Wildcats lineup reads Richie Mathers at fullback, Peter Fox and Ben Cockayne will be on the wings, with new signing Paul Sykes alongside Vince Mellors in the centres. Isaac John and Tim Smith stand off in scrum half. Up front, Kyler Moore and Andy Raleigh, with Paul Ayton at hooker. Second row, Ali Lauatiti and Steve Southern, and Danny Washbrook will be loose forward. On the bench, Kyle Wood, Paul Johnson, Ollie Wilkes and Kyle Trout comes in to that lineup as well. The Tigers have had a disappointing start to the season, but are buoyed by victory over Hull KR last time out. They also make one change as Steve Snitch replaces Lee Mitchell. So in Millward's side have Richard Owen at fullback, Nick Youngcrest and Josh Griffin are the wings, Kirk Dixon and Brett Ferris at centres. Ranky Chase and Danny Orr will be at the pivots, with Jonathan Walker, Nathan Massey and Darryl Clark up front. Second row, Oliver Holmes and Steve Snitch, Jake Emmett at loose forward. On the bench for the Tigers tonight, Stuart Jones, Lee Mitchell, Grant Millington and Ryan McGoldrick. Kane launches one high up towards the 10-metre line. The Tigers will take it with Youngcrest. He makes a decent fist of the first run back inside his own 40. The Wildcats will look to spread it across the line. Lauatiti, Gaway sees the gap. He's gone through the space, holding the ball out, needs somebody to pass it to. Tries to get it towards Mellors. It bounces all the way to Cockayne. Can he turn inside? He can't. It's brought down, but Lauatiti will pick up the loose ball and ends up being brought down just a few yards short of the line. Lauatiti steps over him, and the play finally gets underway with Chase. Comes round the back to Owen, and Owen's going to go over here. And Richard Owen will get the first score of the evening. Throws the ball high into the stand behind the sticks. Brought down early on. As John thinks about the pass, then decides to take it himself. Offloads to Mellors. Mellors will step away from two. Needs a pass inside and gets it. But Tim Smith is immediately brought to ground. The Wildcats will have to start off again here as Lauatiti tries to kick through. And this time from the big man, it's a little bit too far. One though, read the situation perfectly as Ollie Wilkes off the bench, making his first run. Smith with the angled kick across, and Owen will have to be careful here because Lauatiti is after him. And the ball's come free again, and Lauatiti will chase yet again and bring the man down just outside, and he's fumbled it as Josh Griffin, and Andy Raleigh claims that he's got it down. The referee, it seems, disagrees, saying that Griffin had already hit the deck, I think. So Mellors has to take the percentages, take the tackle and find Smith. On the angle, the offload to Wilkes. And a little drop-off pass takes Wakefield inside the 10. Ayton again in at dummy half. Wildcats looking for a penalty that doesn't come. Finds Mathers. Mathers on again for John. John finds Sykes. Can he get it offloaded out wide? He can. He flicks it out of the back, and Peter Fox will go over for the try in the corner. Tiptoes his way down the sideline and gets in for the first Wakefield score of the evening. That'll be one for Castleford to go down the short side this time and attack Fox. They don't though. They go along with Orr. Finds Chase. Little hop, skip and a jump again for Owen, looking on that same run round the outside. And Richard Owen has forced a couple of tacklers back, and Richard Owen will score. Same play as before. Rangy Chase with that little hop and a skip and the little dummy. And then gets the ball out wide to Owen. Only two words from his captain, Danny Orr, to Richard Owen for his celebration, annoying one or two of the Wakefield fans in the front row. Again the Wildcats with a last-ditch tackle, this time from Paul Ayton. Clark will take it short and Millington will go over. He's held off the tackler and turned himself over to get the ball down just at the side of the sticks. And Castleford, after being on the back foot, have put two tries on the board in a matter of 3 minutes. Starting position for quite some time as Ayton takes the tap. Wilkes comes in on the line and does well, pushes his way through. The Wildcats needing something here as Johnson tries to turn inside. He's taken down just over 10 metres out. Ayton right to Smith. Smith on the angles, coming in for Washbrook. Washbrook's managed to get it away. Is it Sykes that's gone over? And the referee has given the try to Wakefield. Just what they needed right on half time. No way through for Jones, but just picks up that extra couple of yards again as Chase tries to pass through, and there is a gap this time, and Ferris is through it, and he's got support inside him, and the support will come from Steve Snitch, and Snitch will put it down right behind the post. The gap finally came for Brett Ferris, and when he saw it he took full advantage, and he had the easiest task really to find Snitch on his right hand side. The pass was inch perfect, and he does manage to take it back inside the 10 metre mark. Massey will take it up towards the sticks again, and he's being brought well across field, but actually he's heading towards the try line almost, and he nearly got his arm out to be able to stretch out and put it over as Chase will put the kick through, and there's men there, and Ferris is in again, and the Tigers have got another score on the board here. Chase with the kick across, and Brett Ferris was all alone in the in-goal area, trying to twist and turn, but he's held firm this time as Chase goes across the line, dummies twice, and there's a room and there's a space, and there's going to be a try again. It's another one for the Castleford Tigers. Oliver Holmes this time on the run through. Chase waited and waited, and then found the right runner, and Holmes on the angle through the line, past the last line of defence, and puts the ball down right under the sticks. But the Wildcats for the first time in this second half in a promising position as Wood gets away from one tackle, but then his pass is somewhat astray. Peter Fox has to step back and pick it up, and then he'll go the long way round. He spins away from two, spins away from three, still going here Fox, looking for somebody to pass it to. He's finally corralled back down to the floor by Jake Emmett, and Smith will have possession here, spreads it out wide for John. John onto that far side again. Can Mellors stretch out and get the score? No, he hasn't. The ball has come free from South, and Fox has reacted angrily to the challenges that came in him, but here comes Cockayne through the centre. He has support inside, and Wood juggles it, manages to keep possession of it, and will score just to the left hand side of the sticks. Ben Cockayne with the breakthrough. Wood was there, a little bit of juggling from Kyle Wood before he finally got the ball under control and got away from the last tackler to put the 4 points on the board for the Wildcats. Put in on the scrum as Smith spins it out for Wood. Wood on again for Cockayne, and there's a good chance here for the Wildcats. Cockayne will put the kick through, but in the end it's picked up by the Tigers as the hooter brings this evening's game to an end. And it's the Tigers who take the 2 points away from the Rapid Solicitors Stadium this evening.